Welcome everybody, this is some gameplay of Monster Hunter Wilds, and I am fighting this time Savage Omega. I am using Sword and Shield off that. I'm going to be running with Thunder and Fire, of course, off that for Narcilla, off that spider. We ended up getting him on Paralyzation right at the beginning, and then we missed everything else on it. It was actually quite interesting. We ended up having to do a pure DPS check on that, or DPS on him to finish him off that, but we pulled it off. We got it. And with this team here, you see there was a 999. I believe there was an 800 if I saw that properly, but there was a 270 something. So, you know, we got one little guy off it, but we ended up pulling this one off. This was a good run. Actually, I wasn't really expecting this. I was just capturing gameplay, and I got this run right away. I literally jumped on, and I believe this was my first run off that coming in, so it was like my warm-up run. Ended up being a really good one, so I ended up capturing a really good gameplay, and I wanted to give this to you guys off that. But, so here we go. I come in. They already get past the first part of the stage here, so I kind of jumped in a little late on it. You're going to see me kind of pull around here. Make sure you have all your stuff. Make sure you're stocked up. Like, seriously, stock yourself up here. You want everything. With these endgame bosses, they hit hard. You need everything. Make sure you do your demon drugs and your seeds on it. You could do your powders too on it. Those are the three that you're going to be using on it. Everything else pretty much irrelevant off of it. And so at this point you want to hit the back legs, obviously, for sword and shield, and for any pointing weapons off that, you're going to be hitting the back legs. I have Mind's Eye though, level 3, so I can hit him anywhere off that and do damage. As you can see, I'm hitting him in the front doing significant damage. That's how I'm doing that. If you guys want to run it like that, I'm telling you, you will do a lot better. I guarantee your damage will be a lot better against him as well. You get him in the body too as well, but his front legs and all that in his head helps me a lot with it. That's how I'm pulling that off. And use guard up level 3. That's how I'm using that to block those lasers. Those two are very significant for this fight. The other one is Constitution level 5, Stamina Surge level 2 or 3, I believe. This one's like stacked. I think it's Surge 2. I think it's Stamina Surge 2, but Constitution level 5 on this one. And man, it's a beauty. I try to stack myself up really good on stamina, and it helps with this fight dramatically. You'll see it. My stamina bar like never has an issue. I can literally brute force that beam straight ahead, and you'll see me do it on it. I do it on this run on it just because of that. You can block this, but I didn't do that. I did block it, but I didn't perfect guard it. You'll see me do it at other runs here. I think, let me see, I might do it here. No, I don't. I try stabbing here. I was trying to see if, you know, if I could get that shield for us. I did not. So anyways, I went there, did charge chop, got him in the head. Right now I'm trying to get him to get the amenity. Once we get the amenity, I want to pull him over there and drop those boulders on him, you know. So right now I'm just doing damage and everything, kind of floating around there. Pretty much going right back to his head. That man saved me there. I ain't gonna lie, I remember when I played that, I smiled when you did that. That was really nice. So anyways, I'm bumping a little bit because I'm on blue sharpness at this point, so unfortunately, that's why I'm bumping in some cases here. But anyways, I'm whacking them here. I seen the red. There's the instant of what I was wanting to tell you guys here. So this is very helpful here. What that is when you slide, press R2 immediately afterwards. You'll get that wound immediately. It's very quick. It's efficient. I love it on it. That's how you do that stuff, especially you see how quick I went from distance and got that. Very quick on that, especially for Savage Omega. Reminder, these wounds do not last long like other monsters, so you want to pop those immediately as soon as possible. I don't even mess around with them when it comes to him. You can hang around for a minute, but I really don't because I want to lose it. That was a nice move there. I ended up snaking around that beam. I tried to get around that one. I thought I had room. I didn't realize it was the edge of the map, so I got tagged there. I would have just blocked it if I would have known that. But unfortunately, I got tagged. So anyways, let me move over there. There's a slide move. See, there's a slide and roll move. And then to the run. There's that perfect example of what that looks like. You'll see me do that a lot. There it goes right there. And I just went and started hitting. When you start using Y or triangle for PlayStation on it, that move helps you a lot to break animation for a lot of moves. See that? See some of those? See, I popped that one. I see that one on the right too. I don't know if I noticed that one. Let's see. But I think I do, but it's when he's leaving. Nope, I guess I didn't. Different part of the fight I did for a different situation. But Yeah, this is really good off it, but yeah, you just want to keep on those wounds off. That when they start dropping, you're gonna start seeing that later. I'm gonna explain it. So you just want to break it multiple times off it. You can do it more than once too. You don't have to just do it once and move on. You want to do that multiple times on the leg. I'll explain what it looks like once it's ready. See, there I went right there. There's a brute force. You will take damage like that in the red. All I gotta do is just pop a jerky. You'll get it all right back. As long as you don't get touched. You get tagged though, then you lose all that red. You know how that goes. But that's all you gotta do. I accidentally did that. You know, me and the dude both did it at the same time. I accidentally pulled the other one down. That was on accident. So as you see there, you can hit the head. Mine's high level 3, very helpful. But at this point here, perfect guard. I'm just trying to do extra damage. Get the... See, there you go, bam, block. Stay in front of him. You gotta be careful though. Another little trick too is stay on the side. You see where I'm staying on his legs there? So if he does shoot his beams, he won't tag you there. I see a lot of people not know that because I see people get nervous and move. And you see I blocked there. There's a power clash on it. Pretty nice. I think I do 2 in this run. If I remember properly, I think I do another one. But I could be wrong. But so we're going through here. I keep snaking through. I'm just moving around. I'm being careful because I don't want to get hit by his beams. His lasers, man, are really, you know, kind of random sometimes because I have a hard time since they move on an angle. Sometimes he just gets me. So I try to be careful on that to make sure. So here we go. Here's the spider. So what I'm doing is bam, mantle immediately. Both seeds pop them. After that, jumping in, I'm doing damage. So I'm just whacking him. You see a little good friend there? He just gets whacked by you know, damn teammate over here. So unfortunately, and then there was another one on the left, I believe. Look at this dude on the left. Watch what happens to him. He misses, and then he puts my teammate to sleep. So that, you know, that was a great idea. So then I'm hitting this dude here. This is a great idea though. So do you see how I have it up where it's way up there like that? If he's turning around doing that laser, pop the camera like I'm doing here. Makes it very good and easy to see where to move and everything else and know where you need to be at. I learned that trick too. And then I'll pull it back on it. This is the L1 trick. So I'll tap it. That's how I'm zeroing in back in on him like that. I have my sensitivity pretty high on this too. That's how I can snap very quickly too. It's not just L1 tap. And you can see here, watch, I'll snake through. I seen that. Make sure we got that damage. Because at this point, I was wanting to, you know, him to die. I knew that we were in a bad predicament here. So I'm sitting here trying to do everything I can to get this done. Just snaking through him. Boom, there we go. We got it. That was pretty much the saving grace right there, actually, was that those pine needles, those needles really helped right there. They helped us a lot. But anyways, switch your weapon. I gotten tagged one time by this on it, unfortunately on it. Happened to me one time on it. I jumped out, switched my weapon on my sacred, and he did that. Weird. But normally never happens. One time only. But anyway, so you switch your weapon, went back to Thunder, and we drop it. You can drop the other one too. It doesn't happen all the time, but here we go. We did enough damage. He topples over. You want to hit that. That's one of his, I'll say, big weak spots. If you want to hit that major damage, that helps tremendously. At this point, I'm grabbing this. Make sure you grab these. We topple them again. So I'm sitting there going grabbing damage again. We just got a shield. So now I got a shield for us to drop for us later on. You'll see me throw it down later. So anyways, sitting there doing damage. Everything towards the front. Trying to get the amenity at this point. I see that right there. This is that point I was telling you. He's cruising out. I was trying to get that wound. It didn't happen. So anyways, here we go. Last stage. So anyways, start sharpening, start popping my seeds. Getting ready to get in this fight. At this point, jump on them. Please do not jump on him before this point. You can do it on the previous stage too, but this is the time you want to do it, is right now on it. As you can see, it's perfect, you know, because he's really hot right now. So you want this. So anyways, you want to hobble back and forth. I know some people, it seems like, may not know this, so I'm going to let you know on it. Make sure you do that on it, because when you're doing that on it, as you can see, I can continue to do damage, and he's shooting me at the other spot, because that was the last spot he rendered me at. And then bam, I do that because I want the front. They can touch the front. The back, I'm sure you guys know the back top is very hard to get, just so you know that. Pop that one. Get the back and the tail, or the tail or the back end and the head. leave that there. You can touch that. It's way easier. I mean, I know a way to do it, you know, sword and shield, but, you know, why make it hard for yourself and your teammates? Boom, we got amenity. So I got amenity. Right now I'm popping those spiders. Trying to help my teammates there on it. Because we got some heavy hitters there. We do got one bow guy. And we got a bow gun also. So right now we got a lot of shields going on. I still got mine. Man, we are set right now. You know, so right now we're just doing damage. We got to hit that on there. I'm trying to get this done as soon as possible. When you get down to this level on it, you want him done as soon as possible. Don't mess around. Don't lay off. Keep going. You got to be careful though. Be mindful. Think clearly. Don't get all nervous. Everything on that, you know. You got to put a hand by your hands. You know, if you get sweaty and all that, that helps too. Believe it or not, I do it too, man. Stuff gets intense. As you can see here, I mean, I'm moving around quite a bit. Trying to make sure on it I'm not getting tagged, trying to be helpful to my stamina bar. At this point, I need to do the hot drink. I don't do it right away, but you'll see me pop it. But anyways, I'm doing damage here, damage on it. I'm not worried about that. I'm just blocking. I just want to do damage at this point. So he's still amenity on me. Trying to get him more on this, but at this point he's so focused on me. Don't ask me why I did that. I don't know why I did that. I should have just stayed there. But, because it probably would have dropped, but then, you know, I could have blocked it. So, but, that's what I did. So anyways, you know, of course I'm healing. Keep an eye on him, on his charges. Bam, block it. Now, when you do this on it, you don't want to move. So, once you do that, you got to wait till the animation stops, as you see when you put the shield down. Then that's when I move. It'll keep you moving quicker, believe it or not. That's how I do it when he does the multiple hits. That's how I'm pulling that off. See, I'm okay. You know, on it right here, low health. You know, I'm not freaking out. I'm paying attention. But you got to stay calm. Stay calm under the pressure. And I'm telling you, you can do this. You can do this. I promise you can. Well, anyways, we keep going. Keep in mind on that right there. That makes a bad day. That's what I just dealt with. Now I'm trying to heal myself up right now. So, dealing with that, dealing with the fire, dealing with the spiders, there's a lot going on. My health is not fully healed yet. You know, I got some tick damage. We're still okay though. We're still in the fight. So we're moving around trying to heal here. I see the chunk, so I'm dropping that. 630 damage right there. He's mad, he's charging. So there goes my teammate. He dies. I'm like, oh dear, another teammate. He's like low health. Look at this. I don't know if I start healing him then. Oh, maybe I don't. There's a different part. He ends up getting tagged. So anyways, he goes for his famous beam attack. I throw that down. I start tagging him. He can't cut through that, so I'm like, okay, we're good. You know, so we're sitting there hitting him. I'm trying to get Mendy at this point. So bam, bam, bam. Me and Big Black C there is trying to... I have no idea what happened. I pulled out just a little bit and I got tagged by the beam. Like I said, the beam is an angle. It's very frustrating at that point. I'm trying to get back in that shield. And then I see this, so I block. Boom, perfect guard. He flows through. I'm just keeping an eye on him. See, I'm tracking him. Keeping an eye on him. You always want to know where he's at. L1's your best friend. Be aware of that. Alright, so he's doing that. I'm doing my magic. I get that away. Alright, bam. We hit that. We're going. There goes the beams. I'm trying to move in. There's a lot going on here. This is where people freak out. I'm telling you right here. We know how this goes. Okay, you see how he's poppled there. You see how his one legs are up a little bit more than the other? Take those out. The ones that are lower down the ground, those are damaged. Get the ones that are higher up. Those are the ones that need to go down. That's how you drop them. So that's what you want to worry about. So anyways, we're going to do more damage. This is another trick. I'm using my slide mechanic, and I'm keeping doing that, and I can do mount damage. So I'm sitting there doing that, trying to deal with this. This is where people panic. This is it right here. This is the key thing what everybody gets upset about. So you got to stay under the pressure on it. You got to stay calm. All right, there goes my team there on it. They're just gonna run. They're just gonna run around on it. I'm gonna pull this off here. At this point, I got the bigger power up on that. Okay, I try to be careful on that. You see, he didn't touch me at all, but you got to be careful. So here we go. Trying to get on his back legs, trying to do the most damage as possible here. Here we go again. I know this is the big one. This is the fast one. This one I have problems with myself. I keep an eye on this. This one you want to be careful. This is the fast torpedo one. So once you get it though, see, like I'm good now, I'm fine. It's just knowing it, recognizing it, being ready for it. Once you do that, just go in a circle. Do exactly what I did just right there. I promise you'll be fine and you won't put your teammate where you blast him on accident. you know, but you gotta be ready for it, you know. So when it gets towards that round on it, just be careful, be ready, knowing that. See, there's my teammate. That was the one I was telling you about. I tried healing, but, you know, he got knocked. So, anyways, I'm checking that. He's, you know, too far away. So, I'm gonna jump in, do some mount damage, going right back in for the amenity. Trying to get the wound there. Hitting them. On that, that's the other thing, too. Sword and shield, if they have the white, if you see that white on the wound, but it's not red, you know how there's that white look on it? You can still R1 that with sword and shield. Keep doing it multiple times. Sometimes it could take 7 times. It could take a lot, put it that way. I'm not kidding you. Keep doing it. Eventually it'll turn into a real wound into a red one. Sword and shield's really cool like that. It's another little tip if you don't know on it. Alright, so right here, I'm trying to get all these spiders away. Boom. We did it. And I was snaking through that. As you see, that was still good. See what I mean? That was a mess. I was trying to get around that, and luckily it worked out. And we did it. We did it in under 20 minutes on it, from my understanding. Yeah. So this was under a 20-minute marker. Pretty good. Not my best run on it. My best run is 14 minutes and 10 seconds on it. But I have beaten GOG. GOG's like 26 minutes and some change. I can't beat that. I've done it like 3 times on it. Sometimes a little bit more, but it is what it is there. I'm going to try to get you guys some more gameplay, some other fights on it as well. On it, I do play with randoms, believe it or not. These are randoms. I always play with randoms. So it just all depends what happens, you know. I find these guys and I jump in and we get some gameplay. This one was right away. So there's sometimes, man, I can get hot right away if I got the teammates. This is what happened. That was beautiful. That was a real beautiful image right there too. I like that one. 17 minutes and 36 seconds. There you go. I got no nebulas on this one, but that's okay. I got no gems. But that was a pretty good run there. You know, not bad. Like I said, not my best, but not my worst either. That was a pretty good team. And you can see that is Savage. That's Savage Omega there. That's not the regular one. And you can do it with randoms. As you can see, it can be done. This is like my 42nd, 43rd time, because I did it the other day too. Trying to record another video that I lost. So, this is definitely possible on it. It's not impossible. Now I know it's hard. If you're lower level, just work on it. Work on it. You can see there, I'm Geralt. And you see I got my GOG. You see I'm putting it over there. I only got 1. Thought I got 2 on it, but well. And then the other guy got the big 4. I'm going to run those 2. Don't worry. I'm going to do all of them. I'm going to do the big 3 ones. I'm going to do that big 4 one too. I've beaten all these. I got all the titles to these guys on them, but I've done them multiple times too as well, so I can repeat this. I just got to get the team. Once I get the team on it, I'll display it and I'll record them. Keep getting until I get that footage, and then I'll upload it for you guys to see. But wait till it loads back in here. I'm going to show you guys my loadout here. Like I said, I'm going to promise. Let's give it a second here. So I'm using Crit Boost here. We're using Crit Boost level 3, Mind's Eye level 3. And then use Attack Boost, Thunder 1, Constitution level 5, like I said. Stamina Surge level 2, Stun Resistance level 2. If you can get that 3, that'd be better. Fire Resistance 2 for obvious reasons. That's the reason why it's like that. Antivirus level 3, so I can get higher crit chance, you know, maximize also. Agitators, because of how high my crit chance is, I'm getting that extra attack boost. I've done the math on it, this works on it. Let me see here. What else? 261. Okay, so we got Part Breaker level 2, Evade Extender level 2. Definitely both of these are worth it on it. I would say level 3 depending on your situation, but I block and Perfect Guard really good, so 2 is good for me. You might need 3. Weakness Exploit level 1 for the reasons of crit chance so high. Burst level 1, Define Blessing level 1, why not? Ice Resistance because it's there. And then Flinch Free level 1, which will keep you from everything being bumped besides the big hits for like Lance and Hammer and stuff like Charge and stuff like that. So, but everything else you'll be safe on it. And this is a really good build though. It really is. I'll tell you my build too. It's Gore. And then for, let me see here. Let me see this. Liggy, it's the head and the chest. For the Omega stuff, it's for the hands and the weapon. And then for the Gore, it obviously would be for the legs and the waist. And then I'll tell you guys for, let me see here. for my actual weapon. Mine is I'll say attack, attack, attack for the beginning. Off of it, I'm using a Moxie meal one, but you can use the defense one, or you can use the one for iframes on it. But there's hold on, I went through kind of fast here. I don't know why I did that. Oh no, wait, it's gonna be right here. It wasn't here. That's right. That's why I jumped in here. So yeah, the Mega Armor, of course, and both of these are going to be level 2, so that's how it's triggering. So I'm basically using a mixed piece set, you know, for 222. You get 6 with the weapon. I don't have the bottom one, so don't worry about that one. You know, that's like the God Roll set, you know. They're really good. This is almost God Roll set material, so you can call that what it is. So there you go, attack, attack, attack. The bottom, sharpness, attack, attack, attack. Affinity for thunder, beautiful one there. Sharpness, elemental, affinity, attack, attack. That's for the fire one. You know, with the elemental one, it's good. And the affinity, it's all not the best roll, you know, but it roll, you know, it does its job. And so they're not the best, you know, in the business on it, but they're really good. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, and just stay tuned. I will definitely be putting more videos out in the future, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.